Good morning, Bonham Bobcats. Buenos dias, Bobcats of Bonham. Gonna wait here for a little bit while we get started on our Facebook Live. Voy a esperar un poquito mientras esperamos nuestro Facebook Live. Espero que todos estén bien. I hope everybody's doing well. We'll get started in just a bit. Buenos dias. Welcome. Buenos dias. We'll get started in just a little bit. Good morning. Welcome. Buenos dias. My puppy says hi too. She wants to hang out with me here. Buenos dias. Good morning, everyone. We're just going to wait on a little bit for people to join. Vamos a esperar un poquito mientras las personas se ponen en el video. Thank you all for joining. Buenos dias. All right. Good morning. Happy Friday. Hi, Adrian. Good morning. Good to see you. Buenos dias. Good morning. All right. Just waiting a couple more minutes while folks join on. Good morning, Miss Mendoza. Hi, Miss Lopez. Good morning, Miss Rocha. Morning, everyone. All right, we'll get started in just a little bit. Give it a couple more minutes. Thank you all for coming. I got my sailor hat on this morning, mostly because I have, like my hair is growing and I can't get a haircut. No puedo agarrar un corte de pelo. Good morning, everyone. So it's been fun. Good morning. Feliz viernes. Buenos dias. All right, that's better. Good morning, Coach Westfall. Hi, Miss Salas. The Holguín family, buenos dias. Buenos dias, familia Sevilla. Morning, Miss Canales. Thank you all for joining. We'll get started in just a little bit. This is my puppy Bindle. She's my new stay-at-home dog. Good morning, Marisol. She's got a little bandana on. It's fun. Es mi compañera de todas las aventuras que hemos tenido. Buenos dias, señora Lara. Good morning, everyone. He's probably wondering what's going on outside. Hi, Michaela. Buenos dias. Good to see you all. Oh, Captain, my captain indeed. Good morning. Thank you for joining. All right. Couple more minutes. Good morning, Miss Cavazos. Love seeing Sebastian's picture yesterday. All the Iron Chefs. Todas las fotos de ayer de los niños cocinando, haciendo tortillas, galletas. Man, that's really fun. Good morning. Buenos días. ¿Cómo están? Buenos días. ¿Cómo están? La familia Gámez, hola, ¿cómo están? Takes a little bit to get started, just because people got to find the Facebook Live, but don't worry, it's also recorded in case your friends couldn't make it. So, el video también se va a grabar después. Pero buenos días a todos. We miss everyone too. Híjole, it's so surreal. Es como si no fuera real, pero sé que sí es real. Good morning. All right. Start in one more minute. Check my watch this time. Buenos dias. Everyone say good morning, Beno. I know. Se va a comer su desayuno ella después del Facebook Live, so we'll be eating our breakfast afterwards. Yeah, you ready for breakfast? Ahí vamos. Okay. Go down there now. Okay. Buenos días. Hola, señora Lam. I saw your Iron Chefs yesterday too. Hola, maestra Cisneros. Y muchachas, buenos días. All right, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and get started. Voy a comenzar. Primero quiero darle a todos la bienvenida. Good morning, everybody. I just want to welcome you all to our second Facebook Live. I'm wearing my captain hat. I was telling people, tengo mi cachucha de capitán porque no me ha cortado el pelo. I haven't been able to get a haircut, so my hair is looking fun. I just wanted to start off with just some general announcements and voy a comenzar con unos anuncios en general. Toda esta semana he tenido juntas con los maestros acerca de su entrenamiento y cómo van para prepararnos para esta semana que viene. This week I've been meeting with teachers just to see how everybody's doing. We had our first faculty meeting. We're also meeting in teams and talking about how their training's going this week. El énfasis de esta semana realmente ha sido el entrenamiento de ellos. This week they've really been focusing on their trainings, but also checking in with families. Han estado llamando a las familias. Y como ustedes saben, también esta semana fue una semana grande de distribuir la tecnología. Entonces vamos a continuar con eso. Voy a tener unos anuncios más. But the other big focus this week has really been helping families get ready with technology. Our school, as you know, is going to be on an extended school closure until April 24th. Ahorita las noticias más recientes que mandaron del distrito fue que íbamos a estar cerrados hasta el 24 de abril, so extendimos un poco más. Obviamente también está la orden de la ciudad y del condado de quedarse en casa, pero la educación es una de las áreas que está libre un poco más de eso para continuar a ayudar a nuestras familias. So the city and the county have issued their stay-at-home order, but K through 12 public education is actually exempt from that and for essential things. So know that we'll continue to be in touch with you all. I did make the decision to close the school down. So none of our people are working at the office, which is why it's important if you need us to email us. I want to make sure that our faculty, staff are staying safe and the custodians are there disinfecting everything and getting the campus ready. So quiero que todos sepan también que sí hice la decisión de cerrar la escuela. Completamente los maestros ni nadie en la oficina está trabajando ahorita en la oficina y eso es para la seguridad de ellos y para su salud. Los custodians ahorita están limpiando la escuela y por eso es importante quedarse conectado con nosotros a través de correo electrónico para lo que necesite. El aprendizaje a distancia va a comenzar este lunes oficialmente. The distance learning will officially start this Monday, March 30th. And so know what that means is that we're not trying to recreate school. Una de las cosas que es importante saber es que no estamos tratando de recrear la escuela. Es imposible realmente tener la misma experiencia en casa que lo que tenemos en la escuela. It's very difficult to recreate at home what we would experience at school. Our main goal more than anything is to make sure that your kids are well, make sure that they're feeling okay, that they feel connected with their teachers. La prioridad para nosotros realmente es que los niños se sientan seguros, que se sientan conectados con sus maestros y ese va a ser lo más importante de estas semanas que vienen. A lot of what we'll be doing these first couple of weeks of distance learning is really around systems, routines, procedures, community building, focusing on social emotional wellness. La prioridad realmente en estas primeras 2 semanas van a ser los sistemas, las rutinas, las conexiones sociales, las cosas de manejar las emociones, porque es un cambio grande para todos. It's a big change for everybody. Trust me, it's a big change for our teachers. They're definitely missing all of your kids. Los niños, los maestros están extrañando a todos sus hijos. Entonces también es un ajuste para ellos. Y acuérdense que los maestros también, varios de ellos también tienen sus propios hijos en la casa. Many of them are also taking care of their own kids at home, or their life circumstances have changed at home. So they're trying to manage teaching and they're also trying to manage things that are going on at home. So make sure, we really keep take care of our teachers. So más que nada, sepan que los maestros están trabajando duro, pero las circunstancias también para ellos han sido difíciles, están cambiando las cosas para ellos y muchos de ellos también, sin embargo, tienen a sus propios hijos en la casa. Entonces es importante tener un poco de paciencia y darle un poco más de cariño a los maestros por todo el trabajo que están haciendo. Para los padres creo que también es importante que ustedes tomen un tiempo para disfrutar ese tiempo con sus hijos. This is a good time for you to enjoy some extra time with your kids. Do some fun things. Get out, enjoy nature if you're able to. And then, the learning will come. El aprendizaje va a venir. Tenemos varios recursos. La escuela ya tenía la fase número 1 de aprendizaje. We already had phase 1 of learning. We've already launched our learning launchpad. So there's lots of options in terms of what you can do. También estamos haciendo las conexiones sociales. We're also doing our social connection challenges. Just as another activity or thing that you can do with your kids. Again, we want to keep it an easy pace. Queremos que esté a un paso muy lento para los niños. Es mucho cambio, mucha transición para ellos y es importante que más que nada ellos se sientan seguros. More than anything, we want them to feel safe and that we're here for them. Even though here looks like this, it looks very different. So sepan que es un cambio para todos. In terms of one big question we keep getting is about grades and grading and if kids are going to get held back or what's going to happen in summer school. So now we're still waiting for guidance from the state and the district on that. So far, lo que sabemos es que los niños ahorita no va a haber ninguna razón para dar grados necesariamente porque no es lo mismo, no es la misma escuela. Entonces los maestros se van a enfocar más que nada en dar apoyo a los niños. More than anything, the teachers will focus on giving feedback to kids. Don't expect to see 70s, 80s, 90s, and 100s. It's more about how they're engaging in the work, and that's what the teachers are really working on. Is how to create work that's meaningful for them, that's going to help them, but that's going to also not overwhelm them. So una de las cosas que los maestros están enfocando es crear aprendizaje que realmente sea importante para los niños sin que los niños se sientan muy, no sé cómo se dice, overwhelmed, que se sientan como que es demasiado trabajo. Really the guidance is, just a few hours, 1, 2, 3 hours worth of work each day. We're working with teachers on that for this coming week. And they have their plan in place. Los maestros, ¿cómo se dice? Guidance. La sugerencia para nosotros es no más de como 1, 2, 3 horas de aprendizaje. And that's not just screen time. That's also, activities that they're doing, things that they're engaging in, reading independently. Eso no son 1, 2, 3 horas en la tecnología todo el tiempo. Pero sí es importante tener cierta rutina. It's important to have a routine at home. Our teachers were talking about, making sure they, we wake up at a certain time every day. We have our morning things. Para mí en la mañana, he tratado de caminar en las mañanas, caminar en las tardes. So I've really focused on even my own routines, walking in the morning or going on jogs in the afternoon. So spending lots of time at home and with my plants. The teachers know about that. He pasado mucho tiempo con mis plantitas que tengo aquí en casa. So, find those things. It's a very stressful time. It can also produce a lot of anxiety for kids. Es un tiempo que puede ser muy estresante para los niños y causar cierta ansiedad. Entonces queremos, como que lo que dije, queremos que tomenlo a buen paso, no se sientan tanta presión de hacer bastante. I don't feel a whole lot of pressure to do too much. So kids, you're hearing me say that at home, hopefully, yes, that means your parents are going to, help you with getting on to your reading A to Z, your Imagine Math, all those things. But we want you to have fun when you're at home too. Know that that kind of covers all of the pieces for our upcoming remote learning. Our official launch is this Monday, and we are going to use a very similar structure to what we used for this. So, it's very important that we keep the systems and routines pretty similar for kids and parents so that you're not having to relearn new things. So los sistemas que vamos a usar comenzando este lunes van a ser muy similar a lo que usamos esta semana. Remember, we did our Bonham Learning Launchpad, so you're going to see it very similar. We're going to use that structure and just make some refinements based off of that. So vamos a usar la misma cosa que los niños ya conocen, que ustedes ya conocen, para no tener que navegar otra cosa diferente. I've even seen a lot of creativity out of our PE, fine arts, specials folks providing choice boards. So thank you to those teachers too, because I know our kids really miss PE and they miss art and they miss theater and they miss music. And so our teachers are definitely thinking about that and giving you some easy to use tools at home. So sé que los niños también extrañan a sus clases de educación física, arte, teatro, música. Entonces es importante tener cosas que son consistentes y una rutina para los niños, y los maestros están pensando muchísimo en ellos. So that's kind of all the big stuff around learning. Again, we're taking it one day at a time. It's a big change for our kids and for you all. I know many of you are at home too, either working from home and trying to get your kids to learn. Remember, we're not asking you to be the teacher either. No estamos pidiendo que ustedes son los maestros. Our teachers are here to provide that consistency, those routines, some of the learning things for them to engage in. That's what our teachers are here for. Don't hesitate to reach out to them. Thank you. I saw Ms. Barajas put in there about a Google form for counseling. So si los niños también necesitan hablar con la consejera, va a venir una forma para que ustedes puedan hablar con ellas. Y es que esa parte social y emocional es muy importante para los niños. A lot of them also spend time talking to Ms. M and Ms. B. So they'll be in contact with us too. There'll be a Google referral form that's going out. Let me just kind of catch up on everything. Yes, we're ready to dance on Friday. Estamos listos para bailar. Hoy esa es la conexión social hoy. We appreciate you all too. Definitely, don't worry, like we're not trying to recreate school. No estamos tratando de recrear la escuela. We're just trying to do the best we can with everything that's going on. Yes, definitely focusing on being consistent with this live routine. You'll keep seeing all the things that we're doing to stay, part of kids' lives. We got a lot of feedback from families. Las familias nos mandaron varios correos electrónicos de la importancia de que los niños los miren. You also saw on Monday, we launched our morning announcements, which was awesome. Thank you to our kids who did that. También hicimos los anuncios de la mañana. So we're trying to really work as quickly as we can to help our families and our kids feel that sense of assurance and stability during these times. And yes, Ms. Coronel, very good point. Si está bien, si tienen que modificar los horarios, hagan lo que trabaje para su familia. Definitely modify the schedules. Do what works for your family. That's a very important note for Ms. Coronel, porque más que nada, cada situación de cada casa es diferente. For some families, and we work in a very diverse school. For some families, they're just trying to figure out where the next meal comes from. I'm going to talk about that in a little bit. And for other families, they're able to provide a little bit more support. And so we're trying to kind of find the balance between all of that. But definitely take care of your kids, enjoy them, especially during these times. Yes, Ms. Barajas. Hola, Ms. Gámez, Ms. Banda. Okay, ahí vamos. Yes, and Coach Westfall. Definitely check out the PE videos coming in. It's exciting. All the work que están haciendo los maestros de educación física. Excelente. So thank you all for that. I'm going to move on to the next thing, which is phase 4. Wow, phase 4 of technology deployment. Ya tuvimos 3 olas de distribuir la tecnología. We know that some families are still missing technology. We've distributed just about everything that we can up until this point. And the district has bought, thousands of new computers that are coming our way, and Bonham is at the top of that list in terms of deploying technology. So that's good. We've communicated our needs. Not just for laptops, but also for hotspots, for internet. So sepan también que nosotros estamos en la lista alta altos en la lista, sorry, I got that mixed up, altos en la lista de tecnología. El distrito sabe que varias de nuestras familias todavía no tienen tecnología. The other thing we're hearing is, there's families of 6 having to share 2 devices. So we're also working on trying to get as much technology as possible out there, whether that's iPads or Chromebooks. And know that you can reach out to the help desk if you need any help with that. For when to have the technology. We have the list, tenemos la lista de la 4ª ronda de tecnología que vamos a dar. Y vamos a estar en contacto con ustedes primeramente esta semana que viene. So we'll hopefully be in touch with you this coming week on that deployment. Like I said, we're at the top of the list in terms of schools to get technology because of our needs. And also internet. So también la cosa que es importante saber es de que estamos alto en la lista y la lista incluye las computadoras, pero también incluye acceso de internet, lo que se llama hotspots. Teachers, can one of you link the Launchpad on here? It's tinyurl.com/Bonham Launchpad. I saw a question about that. So if one of you could help me with that. I'll also share it in our Sunday's message again. It's where we keep everything for all the grade levels in one spot. So thank you, teachers. That's everything about phase 4 of tech deployment. That does also include our food distribution. So una de las cosas que es importante para nosotros, hey, good morning, Wolfgang, es que las familias que necesiten apoyo de comida o útiles, cosas que se necesitan en la casa. Gracias a todos que han donado. Thank you to everybody. We have been so blessed. We've raised almost $3,000. Hemos alcanzado más de $3,000 de donaciones para poder apoyar. Definitely know that we've been making lots of runs at Costco and H-E-B. I know we look a little crazy with our carts. Yes, Miss Coronel, the Bonham Launchpad. Nos miramos un poco locos en Costco y H-E-B, pero eso es gracias a la fundación. The SAISD Foundation helped us set up that account. We've had it before. We were able to set up one specifically for these times, and that we'll likely also use for our food pantry at school. You can definitely still donate food. Todavía pueden donar comida directamente. Just email Miss Avenia. Somebody can put Miss Avenia's number there, or Miss Avenia's email in the chat, please. Todavía pueden donar comida directamente con la señora Avenia. In terms of donating money, part of why that's really helpful is it allows us to meet families' needs in real time. Sometimes families need laundry detergent or dish soap. It's not always just food. Sometimes they need baby food or cat or dog food. So we're trying to meet, needs as quickly as possible. But definitely know you can still donate food, and Miss Avenia can help coordinate that. Todavía pueden donar comida, pero al donar a ese Bobcats Lend a Paw, eso nos ayuda realmente a conectarnos rápidamente con las familias para las necesidades que ellos tengan. Por ejemplo, si necesitan comida para un bebé o necesitan hasta dish soap para lavar los trastes. Todo eso nos ayuda, pero más que nada el enfoque es en la comida. More than anything, the focus definitely is on food. And that's also for our staff members. Remember, our staff members also, are getting paid but are limited. And then also some of our, when we think about our subs that spend a lot of time at our school, we want to help them out too. So we've definitely appreciated all the donations and how quickly everybody has stepped up to the plate with that. So también agradecemos a todos los que han donado a esa fundación para poder apoyar a otras familias. So thank you for that. Let me catch up really quickly. Buenos días, Ms. Perez. Buenos días, Ms. Rojas. I already said good morning to Wolfgang. Sí, gracias, señora Fernández. Es trabajo que nos encanta hacer y estamos aquí para servirlos. So thank you for that. All right. We got the bond help desk number good. Hi, Summer and Ricky. All right. Got the launch pad. Buenos días. Okay, ahí vamos. Okay. The other things, just so you know, we're thinking about is definitely our 8th graders. We know that, eighth grade ceremonies, there hasn't been any final word on those, high school ceremonies as well. But know that we're definitely talking about it and trying to figure out how to continue those celebrations. So no hay palabra oficial del distrito acerca de las graduaciones, pero sabemos que es importante para nosotros, los muchachos de octavo grado, que es un logro grande, our fifth graders as well, transitioning to middle school. So as we get closer to those times, hopefully things are looking better and we'll be able to make some decisions on that. They will officially start online classes next week. This week was a soft launch. Esta semana fue como una lanzamiento suave para que los niños comenzaran a explorar los recursos. But by this coming Monday, they will start online classes. Eighth grade ceremonies, end of year, Lendapa. Okay. Definitivamente, quédense en contacto con nosotros. Definitely stay in touch with us. We've shared the Learning Launchpad. Ya compartimos el Launchpad de aprendizaje. Y para middle school también pedimos que se informen a través del Busy Bobcats blog, que eso voy a compartirlo también el domingo en nuestro mensaje. So we'll also share the Busy Bobcat blog for families. So I'm going to pause there and see if there's any other questions that you want to throw into the comments. So si hay algunas otras preguntas que no ha respondido todavía, I think I'm pretty caught up on questions, but just in case I miss something, I'm going to give it a couple more seconds. Muchas gracias de nuevo por estar con nosotros. Thank you so much for being here with us. We miss you a lot. It's hard to describe just how much we miss you. Sé que todos los maestros los extrañan. Sepan que yo los extraño. I definitely miss everybody, seeing you in the mornings and after school and in the hallways, at the lunchrooms. I'm excited to see everybody's dance videos today. Estoy emocionado para ver todos los videos de baile hoy. That's our connection challenge for the day. We've seen lots of awesome videos and pictures this week from our connection challenges. We'll keep those coming your way. Hemos visto unas fotos y videos increíbles esta semana, and so it's very exciting. One other thing that I did want to share is, as we transition to distance learning or remote learning, definitely be mindful of watching your kids on what they're doing on their computers and technology. We're going to share more about that with the students and with you all. But especially when they're working with teachers, if they're Zooming with teachers, we need to make sure that there's somebody in the room with them. So if you're a parent and you're working from home, just, make sure you're nearby in the same room with them, and making sure you're just monitoring what they're doing on their technology, because it's a lot of technology very quickly. Es mucho tecnología muy rápidamente. So queremos que los niños estén preparados y que estén monitoreando lo que están haciendo en las computadoras. In terms of sharing photos, can somebody put Miss Saldaña's email in there in the chat? Any photos or videos from our connection challenges, share those with L Saldaña2 at saisd.net, and somebody will hopefully put that in the chat. And thank you to all of our staff for everything they do. They're awesome. They're wonderful. They're Zooming all day. Están en la computadora los maestros también todo el día. Do kids need to send the homework online for the upcoming week? If they want to submit things, definitely they can. I know for fourth grade, just reach out to your teachers for fifth grade or kinder, whatever grade level you're at. In terms of sending in homework this coming week, know that they're able to just, either through Seesaw, some of the teachers are using Google Classroom. But remember, take it one step at a time. We're going easy because it's not the same as school. No es lo mismo que la escuela. So we want to keep them with routines and consistencies, and the teachers are providing a lot of resources for that. Yes, good question. So we do provide a general schedule. Si damos un horario en general, I can actually, give me 1 second. /Bonham. Give me 1 second. Okay. Give me 1 second. All right. Sorry, I'm trying to balance my phone. So I'm going to show the Launchpad. So when you are on the Launchpad, this is just tinyurl.com/ somebody already put it, right? The bottom Launchpad. This is for everybody. So I'll update the message. Voy a, ¿cómo se dice? Update. Voy a cambiar el mensaje nuevo, pero este fue para la primera semana, but this will be the same page every week. So if I go, for example, here to where it says primary, you go to the kinder schedule. You can go to any of the grade levels schedule. It'll give you a suggested schedule or time, how much time they should be spending online for each one. For the younger kids, obviously, they'll have less, but they'll also have enrichment activities down here. You can see they have choice boards, art activities, and yes, some of the things they can print online. Gracias, Maestra Cisneros, será actualizado. Thank you. But yes, if they're tired of doing things online, you can also print some of these digital playground activities. The handouts that the district handed out were actually straight from the website. And the teachers, if you reach out to them, can definitely send you some more things that they could print and do in paper if you have access to a printer. So también, este es un horario sugerido. So somebody had asked about kind of a full day schedule if you wanted to give it. And again, like Ms. Coronel mentioned, you can definitely adjust this. But this would say, okay, at 9 in the morning, we're going to do reading. At 9:45, we're doing math. At 10:30, we're doing, breakfast time. This is also a time that we ask teachers not to schedule a lot of time on because of food distribution. The district is providing 29 places where we can go pick up food. But you can also do My Plate activities. And there's a lot of things that the teachers are providing. And definitely this is a more scripted schedule. And in the bottom, it's also in English. So know that there is some suggested schedules we're giving you all. And all of that can be found in our Learning Launchpad. You'll see this updated part. Esta parte que dice cuando fue actualizada. Thank you, Ms. Cisneros. This part will have the most recent date that things were updated. And we'll update them once a week so you can get a look at it. I'm going to pull up 4th grade. Very similar. So again, we're trying to keep things very consistent. There'll be some small changes, but this gives you an idea kind of what they should do each day. And then their Google Classroom codes if they have Google Classroom. Google Classroom is really more for upper grades and middle school. Los salones de Google Classroom realmente son para los niños más grandes. For most of you all, you'll be using Seesaw in kindergarten through 3rd grade. And then in la secundaria, middle school did it very easy. Their entire schedule is right here. El aprendizaje está aquí directamente. También tiene como un overview para los padres y estudiantes. Los correos electrónicos de los maestros. And they give you a very easy to follow. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Ese es para el 6º grado. Y esto tiene toda la información. The classroom codes, and they also have theater activities, band activities, health and PE activities, guitar, so tienen todo. And también para 7º grado, so también hay opciones. So this kind of gives you an idea of what each teacher is providing. For the middle school, they put it all in one spot. Teachers, did I miss anything? Note for Fridays at middle school, that's a makeup day. They can continue. Is there any way to save work or level for Imagine Math? That's a good question. Maybe one of the teachers on here can answer that. I think with Imagine Math, it just keeps them on their level, what they're working on. I don't know if you can actually print anything from there. Para Imagine Math, eso va al nivel de los niños, o no sé si necesariamente puede imprimir algo, pero eso debería estar al nivel de los niños y ayudándolos. In terms of attendance, our teachers will have a tracker on the back end, so they'll be able to see how much time you spend on Imagine Math or reading A to Z, or their Google Classroom if they're turning in assignments, Seesaw. So just touch base with your teacher every day. Yes. If you're going back and forth between a lot of them, yes, definitely. Kinder, 4th, 5th. Yes, but we're trying to keep them very similar in terms of the approach. But attendance, la pregunta es cómo vamos a tomar asistencia. Los maestros cada semana van a ver cómo están los niños interactuando con los recursos. Entonces es importante que ellos se enfoquen en su tiempo de Imagine Math, Reading A to Z, iStation. Eso les da datos a los maestros de cuánto están haciendo los niños, y también si ustedes están en contacto con los maestros, manden fotos. Here's what he's working on. Ms. Carrillo, if you want to just reach out to the teacher, that way they can help him work through that if he's getting frustrated. It might have him be doing it over again, because if they don't pass that post test, they have to do a different kind of support. So that may be part of why he's getting frustrated. But definitely reach out to the teacher if you're having technical difficulties. I think I got the Learning Launchpad will be updated on every Sunday. El Launchpad se va a estar actualizado cada domingo. So on Sundays, by the end of the day, check it, and they'll be ready to go first thing Monday morning. All right, I think that answers all the questions we have here. Creo que eso ya responde todas las preguntas que tenemos. Don't hesitate to reach out to your students' teachers. In the Learning Launchpad, I'm going to show you very quickly. We also put information to contact us. Pusimos la información para que nos contacten. So the admin team, counselors, family support if you need food, supplies. Also, if you need help with technology, or if there's technical help you need from the district. Thank you all so much. Again, I'm going to go to, give me 1 second. I'm trying to type with one hand. If you go to our Lend-A-Paw, you can still donate, but reach out to Ms. Avenia too if you're able to help us out with that and to help families. So let us know if there's anything else that you need help with. Reach out to your student's teacher if you have any questions about the Learning Launchpad. Manden un correo electrónico a los maestros si necesitan apoyo. That's everything for today. Es todo por hoy. Muchas gracias. We'll see you next week. Same time, same place. Facebook Live, 8 a.m., mismo lugar. Y es importante que nos estemos en contacto. So let us know if you need anything. Thank you so much for being here. And we appreciate everything. We'll make sure that we download this, upload it on our YouTube, and we'll share it out with the families that weren't able to make it today. Vamos a compartirlo también con las familias que no pudieron estar hoy con nosotros. Stay healthy, wash your hands. Thank you, Nurse George. Manténganse saludables y lávense las manos, ¿ok? Gracias. You're welcome, Sofía. Hasta luego. Bye, everyone. Adiós.